Joe Mezzerani.
Hey.
I always say people's names like really funny when we start because you're on Room for Rent. Like, we're just here.
I like that.
What's
Well, I
going
always
on?
say your name funny.
You never say it right. It's not necessarily that it's funny. It's just
For me, it's hilarious.
it's wrong. Do you do it on purpose now?
No. I'm really trying.
You're just that guy.
I'm really trying.
Just that guy. Can you say it right now?
I was really hoping you wouldn't ask.
Well, it was funny because this is what always happens. This is like how every podcast starts, is people guessing how to say my name.
I can try this.
Okay.
I'll start with your first name.
Yeah, that's a great start.
Maria.
Yeah, good job.
Okay, this is where it gets tricky. For me, this is where it starts to have a little trouble. The brute part. Mm-hmm. I think I got that down.
Yeah.
Now the thing that comes afterwards.
There's just 2 G's.
Okay.
Yeah, you can even see. It's right up there.
Bruggere.
So close. That's the closest you've ever been.
I've gotten there. I'm practicing.
It's Bruggere.
Bruggere.
Yeah. And you're on Room for Rent. Do you know where you are? I mean, you've got these glasses on.
I'm tripping.
These are your podcast glasses.
Everyone knows I just trip out.
You just trip out on what? Like air, oxygen, acid? What do we?
Oxygen.
Oxygen. Wow.
I go to oxygen bars.
To be honest with you, there's not a lot of oxygen left in Los Angeles. So how are you getting it?
I go to oxygen bars.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't they only have those in Vegas? Mm-hmm. So
I go to all the way to Vegas.
I drive 4 hours to Vegas, get some oxygen, come back.
It's 1 week of supply
God.
you get. They got cotton candy flavor oxygen.
Do they really?
Cantaloupe oxygen.
Do they have ass flavored oxygen? I feel like that's
No, you could just suck it.
I feel like people would love that.
Yeah, you could probably just suck in a fart for
I'll
fart
just go
flavor
stick my
oxygen.
head in my dog's asshole and then
That too.
yeah. We're not supposed to cuss in the first 10 minutes of this for YouTube.
I didn't
but
say
we've
anything.
surpassed. You haven't. I have.
Yeah, I said fart.
Ban me. YouTube can ban me.
I could say flatuate.
Flatuate.
Yeah, like I could
Flatuation.
really PG this.
Do you blame farts like if you're with a girl and you rip some ass and there's a dog in the room? Do you blame it on the dog?
Yeah,
You do?
of course.
I think that happened to me recently.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And I was like, are you sure it's not you? And he was like, why would you say that? I was like,
You got defensive.
I mean, there's 2 dogs in the room, so there's 2 different animals you can blame it on. But
Yeah.
I think it was you, bro.
Well, do you know your dog's?
My dog doesn't do stinky farts.
Okay.
My dog has squeaker farts that like actually make noise, which is crazy because I feel like dogs don't make noise when they fart ever.
They don't.
I don't think they do. Have you ever heard a dog like rip ass and be like, "Whoa, bro"? Like,
I've heard
you
a
good?
squeak.
You've heard a squeak?
Yeah,
my
Mexican
dog.
It was
Oh.
a Mexican dog.
Well, my dog's a quarter Chihuahua, so he's got a little Taco Bell in him.
Yeah, he's probably farting.
He's got he be farting.
So yeah.
What's going on, dude? Like I haven't seen you in a while.
I know. Well, it feels like a while, but
It's
feel
been
like
a while.
like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I would give it 2.
Yeah, I
3
mean
weeks.
that's like in comedy years. That's like
That's what I'm
14
saying.
years.
It feels like a while.
It's like dog years. It's
been-
we've aged since last.
Yeah, I got like 1 or 2 stragglers, little gray hairs.
Oh yeah, I don't have any of those.
No.
No, I don't. I even look
Do
like when
blonde
my
people
hair.
get gray hair?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I dye my hair, so like even if I had some like back here, you
Yeah.
probably wouldn't be able to see them. But like when my hair grows out, I look. I do. I'm like.
I feel like blonde
I need
people
to be on
get
top of
silver. I feel like blonde people get more silver than gray.
It's maybe more white.
More white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silver's cool though. I'm never aging, first of all.
No, that's not happening.
No. But that's not what we're here to talk about.
No.
We're here to talk about what were you gonna say?
I was going to say, what about you?
What about me?
How have you been?
Oh, I mean, I've been good. I guess. I got my car broken
Whoa.
into last week.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then.
At the Comedy Store, like not at the Comedy Store, but the parking lot in between the 2 billboards where everyone parks.
Yeah.
In there on a Monday, on a potluck night.
I parked there.
Be careful. Don't leave anything in your car. I think if you don't leave anything in your car, you're
Yeah.
cool. But right now, you haven't seen me, but I went to the police.
We know that.
No, I know. But I was like just thinking, like, has he heard this story before? Because I've told
you
so many
this story
people.
before. Okay.
No, so I go I go to the police department the next day, and I literally drive now my like raggedy ass car that's got a missing window and there's glass everywhere.
You do the
I'm like,
garbage bag thing?
no, because I was like, fuck these people. Here we go again. And the cussing's really bad today.
Hey, let it out.
I was so mad. So the guys took my backpack. I had a Supreme backpack, which like
Supreme backpack.
Yeah, I mean, come on, I'm like fucking hype beast.
Yeah,
No, but I'd had it forever.
Flames.
And so they probably thought they were getting like money. And the only thing that was in it was makeup, like $350 worth of makeup.
Oh.
All my makeup.
Whose package? Whose makeup was it?
My makeup.
Yeah, but like whose brand?
Oh, I mean, everything you could possibly get from Sephora. Fenty.
That shit's expensive.
Dior mascara, brand new Dior mascara. Just eyeliner, all my eyeliner. You know, like,
That's so
I don't
funny.
mess around. Yeah, so they took all that, and they took like a purse that I got that's newer that wasn't like super fancy, but that only had lip gloss in it. So I'm like, what? You're gonna open it up and you're gonna be like, there's nothing here for you.
Maybe after someone did that, they're gonna feel pretty, you know?
Well, they better become a drag queen afterwards. Because I'm like, this is so. Anyway, so they stole my stuff. So I'm like, I drove home, you know, shat and covered in glass and everything.
Oh my.
And then it was awful because like when the way that the glass is in cars now, if they shatter your window, like there's shards of glass in the ceiling of my car that will never get out. Like anyway.
No, I mean it'll take a lot of detail to get those little shards
and I
out.
just haven't gotten to that yet. Anyway, so I go to the police department and I talk to an officer. And he takes the report, mostly just so they can keep track of what's going on, like how many break-ins. I know they're not going to like solve the crime, right? And I'm like, do you ever catch anybody? Do you ever catch these like smash and grab people? And he was like, honestly, no. Like they get away so fast. I'm like, okay, I'm not even going to get into that with you. And I told him, I was like, officer, I just have to let you know, I've lived in LA for 10 years.
Yeah.
In the last 2 months, I felt the least safe I've ever felt. And I'm kind of like, I'm tough. Like, I'm the kind of girl that when I walk to my car, in my mind, I'm
When
like...
you told the officer this?
No. But this is how I am. So people at home know that I'm the kind of person where like when I'm
you were
walking...
gonna ask for like the manager or something.
No, there isn't a manager at the police department. You walk in, like, I'm in there, I'm like, my car got broken into, and there's a girl
I thought
that's
you were
like...
telling the cop this, like, I lived here for 10 years.
No, I did tell him that. I did tell him that.
God.
No, I did because I said no. He was really cool.
Okay, cool.
But so because I'm the kind of person that where I'm like, when I walk to my car, I'm like in my mind, I'm like, yeah, fuck with me, fuck around and find out. Like that's me. Like I'm not that kind of. I'm not the other kind of girl where they're like, oh my god, no, don't hurt me.
I am that
like,
girl.
You are
I'm
that
like,
girl.
Oh my god, no.
It's like
someone walk me.
Yeah. So I'm always that kind of person, but lately I have felt like that is not enough. Like I'm like somebody might fuck around and find out, and then I might be screwed.
Yeah.
So I tell the cop, I'm like, it's just the least safe I've ever felt. Like, you know, are you feeling this too, officer?
Tell him this.
Because I just think that like crime in LA has been on the rise, but like it's really bad.
That's like telling
it's hit home, okay?
But that's like telling the server like of a restaurant, like, dude, the food here has really gone downhill from now.
And I do tell people that sometimes.
Dude, then the server's like, I just work. Yes.
I mean, it is the police officer's responsibility to keep the city safe.
No, but there's like...
What do you think? Is it Newsom?
The governor, yes.
Yeah, oh, really?
Yes,
okay.
Because that's the whole thing. Like, he's
okay, let me call
server.
Karen Bass then. Hang on. Like,
yeah.
Anyway, so I say that to him, and he goes, oh, I know. And I was like, oh, you do? And he goes, I won't even go out at night anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, that's like the servers at the restaurant. Like I worked at Olive Garden and people would give me shit for the pasta. And like, I'd be like, yeah, I don't eat here. I don't participate in this.
But it's not that. Like, he is telling me that at night when he's off duty, he goes, I'll only go to Glendale or Burbank at night.
Yeah, it makes sense. He's not in control of the bigger picture in the city. Like he's the middleman, you know?
Yeah, but he is in control of keeping like people in his area safe.
He has
like,
a gun, he has handcuffs. That's like all the agency.
But I asked him, I said, is working in West Hollywood as a police officer, like, is it just crazy? Because there's a lot that goes on. Yeah. And he goes, it's not really crazy. It's just like weird. I was like, what are you, a valley girl? He's like, it's just like really weird. Like, okay, have fun in Glendale, dude. Like, I don't know what to.
That's funny.
Yeah, but he was cool. He was really nice. I don't remember his name, but it was just funny because he said that break-ins in that lot have been on the rise. So you might be next.
I'll watch out.
I mean, I went to like the hotel across the street the next day and like asked for security footage if they had it, just because I wanted to see like which direction they went. I want to know. Like, I'm gonna stay in the hotel across the street from that parking lot next week, and I might stake out.
Damn.
I might just be up there like.
You're taking it into your own hands. I might need
your sunglasses. Yeah.
You're gonna become a vigilante.
I want to know what's going on.
Oh my God.
In the city.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy though is there was a creepy guy before that happened that was not associated with the crime that I encountered, but he was already creepy and threw breadsticks at me and Jahan Sabir. We were walking.
Breadsticks?
Yeah, we went to Joe's Pizza.
Were they hard or soft?
They were from Joe's, so I'll let you decide.
Joe's?
Yeah.
Pizza?
Yeah. Is that your pizza place?
Man, I love that spot.
It's really good. Good. Anyway, so he threw breadsticks at us and then ran into like oncoming traffic on Sunset and La Cienega. So I feel like I'd already escaped like a rape situation. No, but then you could tell he was just in the process of having a nervous breakdown in between his moments of drunkenness.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, we should probably get to what we're here to talk about.
Hey,
you know, we've gotten local crime out of the way.
This is your world. I'm just living in it.
No, you're here. You're the guest. You're the guy. You're the man of the hour.
I like that.
With all the power.
I feel
you gotta lead the way, man. So we're here. I mean, we're here to talk about roommates. So you've got a story.
Yeah.
You have a roommate story or just like a cohabitating? Like, did you live with parents or was it a girlfriend?
Well, after high school, I moved to San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
I went to college up there.
Okay.
I went to SF State.
Wow, you went to college?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I know, it doesn't look like it.
Not today.
When I'm on stage, yeah.
No, you're smart. That's why you're here.
I try.
No.
I try so hard to be smart. Sudoku.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
You try hard?
I try Sudoku and...
That's not how you say it.
Well, you see, I'm trying.
No, it's Sudoku.
Well,
are you dyslexic?
You're also gatekeeping me right now.
How?
From Sudoku.
Sudoku.
See, it sounds...
Are you okay?
Yeah.
How do you say ambulance?
Ambulance.
Oh, yeah. I had a friend that said ambulance in college, so...
Ambulance.
Yeah, it's like aminal.
Aminal.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, aminal.
People are going to turn this podcast off as we're saying this. I'm like, I can't take it.
Yeah.
It's like when autistic kids hear somebody singing out of key, and they're like, I have to leave the room. I can't be in here.
Like a school band.
That's kind of how I am.
But yeah, I went to the SF State, and
congrats.
Yeah, I graduated everything, but I had a lot of fun. I went as an English major, so like, I got to smoke weed. The
Are you
whole
like a
time.
Shakespeare nerd?
No, it was like creative writing, more like maybe like Jack London or like Jack Kerouac.
So what was like your
Raymond
dream
Chandler, stuff like that?
What was your dream job going into college if that was your major?
Oh, if I'm being real, I watched this. I read this book and watched the movie Into the Wild, and I just wanted to I didn't even want to do anything. I just wanted to be off the grid, you know. That was like the fantasy.
So you went to San Francisco to be off the grid.
It was either that or Humboldt, and then I got to like a cross point where I'm like, wait, I don't even know where Humboldt is, and so like I chose SF State because I knew that city, and then my cousin was living there. Well, he's not my cousin, but we joked around with everybody.
Okay,
he was a really good friend from high school. And we joked around.
He's not your cousin. He's just the guy you hook up with on the weekend.
That's what I call my cousins. Yeah. So he moved there for culinary school. And he told me he's like living up there. He was the only person that moved to San Francisco besides me from like LA.
Okay.
From our high school or whatever.
Okay.
And he didn't have a room or anything, so I just ended up sleeping on his floor.
Not even on the couch? You were on the floor?
Because someone else was sleeping on the couch.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So it was a 1-bedroom.
2-bedroom. So it was a 2-bedroom, and each bedroom had 2 people.
Oh my God.
And then there was 2 of us in the living room.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And how many bathrooms?
Oh, 2.
Okay.
think.
That's good. That's
I
good.
know. Holy.
And how much was the rent?
Moly.
Total.
The rent for me, like I just occasionally gave him like $100, $200 a month.
But do you know how much he was paying to live there, having 4 people?
No, he was going to culinary school. So like the culinary school, it was an apartment building. It was Bello 350, this apartment building.
What does that mean? Do you know what that means?
Bello?
Yeah.
It's probably arballo.
Oh.
To be honest.
Because arbol is tree in Spanish,
Arbol.
right? Yeah.
It wasn't spelled like that though.
Oh.
It was spelled with like the 2 L's.
Oh.
But it might mean tree, maybe.
I don't know. I mean, you speak Spanish, not me.
No, but that might be like Portuguese or something. I don't know. Anyways, we lived in Arballo 350, and I started on the first floor with my cousin.
Okay.
I keep calling my cousin. He's not my cousin. He was my friend. We always joked around like that. And
is that because you think you're black, so everybody's your cousin?
yeah. My nephew. He's my nephew. Yeah.
It's my dad. He's my dad. He's my grandpa. It's fine.
So I lived with my daddy. And I slept on the floor. And in that building, there was culinary students and kids that went to SF State. Because I was on the waiting list for the dorms.
Oh, wow.
And
that sucks.
For a semester, I had to sleep on the floor with my friend. And I got off the waiting list because through that building, there were other college students that we met. There was like parties in the apartments. And I remember like we met these girls on the 3rd floor.
I bet you did.
Yeah. And like
you're like, I need a place to stay.
Yeah, I was dating one, and then like,
of course you were.
I ended up like living there for a little bit with them, and then met.
How many girls did you live with when you dated her?
There was 3. There was 4 of them, and I was
how many
dating one
did you
of them.
sleep with?
Just one.
Just one?
Yeah.
You're not that good of a guy.
I am. I am. I'm a solid guy.
Wow.
You see the glasses?
What was it like living with 4 women, though?
It was hilarious.
Was it chaotic?
It was hilarious.
What did they fight about?
Was it chaotic? No, I felt like the jester all the time.
I'm sure you feel like that everywhere
Like I felt
you
like
go.
the silly dude. It was so much fun. Yeah.
But what did they like?
But there would be brief glimpses of like I felt like the camera in like the Real Housewives of the confessional booth.
Yeah, yeah.
You know when they go in the confessional booth and they look in the camera? I felt like that.
Did they all confide in you?
Yes, some more than others, and they all had personalities. Like 2 of them were goofy, but one of them was like stoner goofy, and the other one was like drunk goofy.
Oh my God!
And then one of them was athletic, and then the one I dated was like very like, very pretty, like very prissy. Is that a word?
Oh wow, you like prissy girls?
It was that moment. Okay.
Okay.
It was that moment.
That was your moment.
Yeah.
So you were
And I was on the third
like
floor.
the
That was
fake
from the
black
first
nephew
floor.
and the gay best friend.
Yeah.
You had an interesting time in San Francisco. You really tried on a lot of
John
hats.
Ritter.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Oh my God.
R.I.P.
So they would all confide in you, and then did they ever get in like actual fights, or did they get along?
No physical fights.
Well, not physical, but like I lived with 4 girls in college, and there were a couple girls that would like eat everybody's food and then deny it. Like she'd eat it in the middle of the night, and then
No, they actually argued over weed. It was really funny.
over meat.
Weed.
Oh, weed.
I remember there was like an argument
funny if they
about like
argued over
how much money they put in for like they got like weed together, and then they'd be like, oh, why do you always smoke so much more? Oh, blah, 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 that kind of stuff. And I was like, this is hilarious.
Funny.
Yeah.
Was that before weed was legal too?
In San Francisco, it was the medical.
Oh, okay.
So now it's like you just show somebody ID, but back then you had to go to a doctor and be like, oh, my back.
yeah.
You know.
What is it? What was the eye disease that everybody said they
Glaucoma.
had? Yeah. Like some 20-year-old girls like, I have glaucoma.
Yeah, there's no way.
Wow, they would.
That
See, I'm not a weed
probably
person.
threw off the medical books. Like if people don't have any correlation with what was going on, they're like, there was a spike in glaucoma in the early 2000s.
Glaucoma's on the rise. It's the #1 killer of girls in their 20s.
Like,
it's
no,
crazy.
People just want to smoke weed.
Yeah.
So I was from the first floor on a floor to the 3rd floor
in a bed
with a girl.
with a girl
That was cool.
at a young age.
I was like, 18 because I went to college when I was 17.
Damn. Oh, okay. So you
And I
really try to be smart.
Dude, I wanted to leave. And like, I wanted to leave my town. And then it was either like, I'm just going to run on a trail or like 2 colleges far away accepted me.
And you're from LA.
Yes.
So you really want to get out of LA.
I wanted to get out of LA.
Most people do not. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
And you got all the way to San Francisco.
And then, yeah, cause you know, my dad, you know, God bless his soul. He's with us still. I don't know why I said God bless his soul, but you know.
Is he resting right now?
I'm feeling that.
Yeah. He's just at home resting in peace.
I'm feeling the black uncle in me right now. God bless his soul. He's a great man. No, he you know, supported me through college. He said, if you choose a college, I got you. So like the colleges I chose were like all outside of like LA. Like I chose everything.
Did that make your parents mad?
That made my dad happy and my mom like, why would you do
moms
that?
never want that. Like,
why would you leave?
Yeah.
And
are you the oldest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am the ringleader of like.
That's why I knew you weren't going to be late today. I was like, 'cause he's the old. I could tell. I was like, I bet he's the oldest.
I was
child.
late today.
No, you weren't late. That's what I'm saying. Because you're the oldest. I'm the oldest. I'm never late anywhere.
That's
and if I am, I'm like,
about.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
See?
That's what I'm talking about.
What was the farthest away college that you applied to?
Oh, I applied to. No, I think I applied Humboldt. I think Humboldt was the farthest because I applied everything in California.
Okay.
I didn't think of out of state.
Yeah. Because if you'd gone to Humboldt, you probably would be like a weed billionaire by now. Like your life would have been so different.
Oh my God. Yeah, I know. I knew people who went to like Humboldt, and every time they'd come visit us in San Francisco, like they were just the most stoner.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was ridiculous how much of stoners they were.
Oh yeah. Because there's nothing else to do there.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of growing in Humboldt, isn't there? I don't know anything about
and a lot
weed.
of, you know, oddly enough, murders.
In Humboldt?
People get murdered up there.
Nice. So if you have a death wish.
It's weird.
Like,
and you want to get high.
You don't have to kill yourself. Just move to Humboldt.
Just go to Humboldt.
Yeah. That's crazy. Okay, so did you live on any other floors? First floor, third floor?
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Where'd you go next?
It gets to the 7th floor. I go on Craigslist, and it just so happens that somebody is renting out a room in 7J. And I'm like, all right, let's do that. I go up there, and it's, you know, my good friend, and he's awesome. His name's Eli, and he had a cat named Pablo.
Okay.
And so I'm like, oh, dude, let's go. Game on. Oh, wait, there was another. Oh, my God, I can't forget. But there was also the caveat was there was another guy named Dylan.
Okay.
And Dylan was kind of the straight-laced dude, much more, not conservative, but much more strict with things than Eli was.
Okay.
We all smoked weed, but like he would stop smoking weed at certain times or not that much. And me and Eli, he showed me my first gravity bong.
Oh, I don't know what that is. So wait, was this guy like, oh, it's 9:30. I got to put the weed down for the night.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
That was Dylan.
I feel like that's the worst
Dylan
possible
Chu.
kind of weed person there is.
Yeah.
Just a major buzzkill.
And, you know, I don't know if it plays into it, but like he was just really serious about school. And he was Asian and he was a stoner. So he was battling something in his head.
Yeah.
You know, there was a lot of battling. I could see
his name
it
was
within him.
Dylan?
And his name was Dylan Chu.
Okay.
I shouldn't say his
And his social security number is 63.
You know what? There was roommates that I had that like they know we didn't get along, and he's one of them.
Well, whatever. Do you think he's going to listen to Room for Rent?
Yeah.
You do?
You know what? He was.
I mean, if that's the case, that's how you know this shit has gone viral.
This is the weird thing, okay? My roommates, they wanted cable TV because Eli was a history major, and he was like really into politics. And so the two things he needed to watch were the news and South Park. Like those are the two things. And
as a history major?
definitely because South Park's pop culture. Like South Park is the most.
Yeah, but history is not pop culture. History is what's in the past.
Yeah, he was like history, poli sci, like one of those majors. Like he was into politics, and then he goes. He does that for himself. But Dylan, like in the morning, I would turn on the TV, and he would have like the Disney Channel.
Oh.
Yeah. Like you'd be watching.
No wonder you had to put the weed down at 9:30, because if you watch a Disney Channel high, you just go to another place.
But no, he was watching the Disney Channel and these like kitty cartoons. And I would ask him, I'm like, dude, what are you doing watching these kitty cartoons? He's like, and he kind of tried to cover. I was like, oh, well, you know, like when you're stoned, it's funny, man.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you think he had like a Disney fetish?
I don't know.
Like a Johnny Tsunami fetish?
Johnny Tsunami.
Boy Meets World?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So, I don't know. So
What did you remember exactly what he would watch?
Dude, it was like the morning toddler cartoons.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was struggling with a lot.
There's some weird stuff there.
Did he ever date?
Did he ever date? No, I never saw him like
He just
bring a
went to
girl
daycare
over.
centers during the day and
No, I never
talk to
saw
little
him.
kids.
I never saw him bring a girl over. I never had that issue with like hearing my roommates have sex.
Oh, really? You've never heard a roommate have sex?
No.
Ever?
No.
Have you ever heard like somebody in the building next to you have it?
Wait. What's that?
Have you like in the building? Like I lived in Santa Monica at one point, and the area that I lived in had like,
by the way,
everything was so
to
close.
a roommate have sex, but like we were all in the living room, and then someone was like upstairs, and like we heard like a like the bed, and we're like, oh, I think something's going on.
I've heard
there.
that before too, where it's like above you. But I heard somebody in the building next to me in Santa Monica doing it when like all of a sudden I hear all this moaning, and I'm like, nobody else is home, and it's not me. I was like, it's a person like in the building across the way with their windows open. Like that's what's crazy about summertime in Los Angeles and certain parts of town where people don't have air conditioning, but they still get horny. And then all of a sudden you're like, they're sweating up a storm right now. You've probably got 4 fans, the windows open, and the entire zip code can hear you having sex.
No, that's, that I've been on the other end of that.
You've been the loud one?
Not the loud one, but I've been the one that's been like they heard me. Yeah.
Are you a loud sexer?
There's a lot of laughing.
Oh, that's awkward.
There's a lot of laughter.
Do you crack jokes?
A lot of crying.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it consensual?
The crying?
No, the sex.
Yeah.
Like that's when people cry.
Yes, yes.
You cry.
Yes.
When you have sex.
Yes.
Really?
No.
Okay, I was like,
you can't keep asking me because then I won't commit to the bit. No, but I just...
You can commit as much as you want.
I mean, I have the sunglasses on still.
You do.
No, but I've just been... So, like, there was this girl who had a bathroom, and then the bathroom had one of those, like, window, and we were in the shower, and, great time, consensual great time.
Yeah.
And the fucking person, kind of like what you were saying, the building over, was like, hey, shut up. They like told us to shut up.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like you can't interrupt somebody's session.
Oh, they interrupted us.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
Because it's not, here's the thing.
But it was funny.
It's not going to last that long.
No, yeah, no.
It's not, like,
yeah, just let it run its course.
Especially in the shower. Like, we're in a drought. Like, it's not going to last that long.
Yeah, there's so many different things you have to do. And it's like you get...
Did you have your Skechers non-slip sneakers on?
No.
Oh.
I'm dangerous.
Like, I sand my feet and just get in the shower. Oh my God. Have you ever been at the Comedy Store when people are having sex in the window of the Country Hotel?
Oh, yes, that other hotel.
Yes.
Because
I've seen, that happens a lot.
I've seen someone get a blowjob there, and I've seen someone have sex there.
So when let's see, this was like a year and a half ago when that hotel first opened, and then people were coming out, like starting to come out of lockdown and go back to the Comedy Store. There were 2 people, and I'm sure the girl, she was hot. Like, I'm sure she was like, I don't know, OnlyFans girl. Like, who knows what they were doing in there.
Why do you think she's hot?
Because I could see her. She had like fake boobs, and like she was really hot, like dark skin, tan, like, or I meant not dark skin, dark hair, tan, like hot, like perfect body. She was like walking in, like in the window, like she wanted everybody to watch. And the guy was probably like, whatever, I'm gonna fuck this hot girl, like it's cool, do whatever she wants. And so you could just tell she was putting on a show, which like most women, unless you have some kind of interesting sex experience, I feel like you're probably not gonna do that unless you're like really out of your mind. So
what, having sex in public or like being
in
watched?
The window of a hotel, but also like looking out to see if people are watching you. And literally,
have you ever had that? Have you ever had sex with possibly people watching you or the public? No.
And my father watches this podcast, so also no. No, I haven't. But
some people get off like that.
But the night
some
that
people get off with like, hey,
oh yeah, no, I know,
watching.
of course. Like I'm sure I'm sure everybody thinks that that's a little hot.
Yes.
Right? A little bit.
Yes.
But this was when people were just coming out of lockdown,
It's like a
right?
Patrick Bateman moment.
Yeah,
know?
I don't know what you're
like,
talking about. But
American Psycho, when he's like, he's having sex with a girl, he's like looking in the mirror.
Oh yeah, I feel like, well, that's like every hotel you go to in Vegas has a mirror on the ceiling.
Whoa. Not the one I stayed at.
Not when you go for your oxygen?
Broke as hell. Yeah, the one
Where did you stay? Circus?
Mine was like the Oyo.
Oh, it's not good there?
Dude, it was
People
so
try to
bad.
get me to stay there, and I'm like, I'm going to go to the Wynn. I'll see you guys later. No, I stayed at the SLS once, which is kind of off the strip, and they don't really have a casino, but they had mirrors on the ceiling.
Damn. Probably
You got to go stay at one of the sexy hotels, like the Hard Rock.
Yeah, the Oyo's
The
pretty
Virgin.
sexy.
Stay at the Virgin.
The Virgin?
I'm sure there's a mirror on the ceiling there.
Oh my God.
Pop your cherry and look at yourself while it happens.
Yeah, well, that's how I normally do it.
Yeah, same. What were we talking about?
My
oh my
building,
God.
the
Okay, so let's finish the Pendry story though, because I just want to preface it. It was when people were coming out of lockdown. So everybody had been locked in their houses for months, years, forever. And so you have these two people having sex in the window. And I swear to God, all the door guys, everyone was just like, wow, this is really cool.
See that part.
People were videotaping it. I sent a video to my dad.
Yeah, see that part.
Weird.
Yeah, that part is, that's funny. He watches this too, right?
Yeah, okay. He does. He has a video on his phone.
Shout out Mr.
Tom. Yeah.
Okay.
Not as cool as you were.
I was going to go all out and say.
I mean, you can do it. Do it. Uh-oh.
How did I?
Did you get the hiccups?
Bruggere.
Tom Bruggere.
I did.
Got a shout out. Hi, Dad.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So you get to the 7th floor. Let's go
so
back
I get to the 7th floor, and that whole experience was fun. Like I felt like the Beatles doing acid for the first time.
Living with two guys, one guy who watches the
not
Disney
the
Channel?
other guy.
Oh, okay.
The one guy, because like he had a Beatles chord book and an extra guitar, and I taught myself guitar.
Wow.
And that little like Beatles chord book, and then he took me to the first concert that I went like kind of like my own. Like I'd gone to concerts with like family and stuff like that, but we went to a Pixies concert and took acid.
Oh wow.
And the acid never kicked in, but the concert was awesome.
What do you mean it never kicked in?
I think we got a dud.
You got like sugar
We got
pills or something?
Yeah, we got ripped off. Is what we got.
You didn't even have like the placebo effect of like this
We
is
did.
really-
No, we did. Because we would look at like
acid
certain little
right now.
things on the walls. Like, wait, is that? And it was a Pixies concert. It was so fun.
I don't listen to the Pixies. I don't know.
They're a cool
I
band.
don't really know anything about them.
So that was fun. Like 7J was like the best experience. And then in that apartment building, you're still meeting all these other people. So I meet these other guys, and there's this dude with like a green jacket, emerald suede jacket, tall, lanky dude. He's got like straight hair and pants that are too high. And these loafers, like he's like the new version of the Joker or something.
Was he in all green?
Kind of, but like his pants were like a burgundy.
Oh.
And I was like, who's this asshole? I'm sorry.
I like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then we ended up becoming best of friends. Like,
Yeah.
he and 3 other dudes had moved from Calabasas and the Valley.
Oh my God.
Or the Valley, like Topanga and places like that. Like places like obviously
And what part of LA are you from?
East LA and
Okay.
yeah.
So Calabasas is like
I'm
a
like
whole
foreign.
yeah.
I've never even heard
like
these.
China for
Like,
you.
oh, I come from Topanga. I'm like, oh, what the Topanga, Coanga, whatever the hell. All these freaking.
Well, that's like Topanga's like where
these-
the hippies are from. Yeah.
Oh, dude, they were the sons of hippie. They are the sons of hippies.
That's funny. That'd be a good name for a band.
The sons of hippies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Sons of Anarchy, Sons of Hippies.
Sons of hippies. Yeah.
You should
that'd be
have a whole show.
Very boring show.
Not really. Hippies can be cool.
They're the longest storytellers. Their storytelling, it gets exhausting.
Because they're on real acid.
Well, now it's like They were on real as they're having flashbacks, and the flashbacks are like real vivid for them, but too long for me. I met one of like in San Francisco. His name's Diamond Dave. He was like one of the most famous hippies ever. Yeah. Anyway, so these guys that I met, 4 of them were just these 818 kids, and growing up, I always like thought it was cool to be like cool with the white kids, the rocker kids, like the kids who liked alternative music and stuff like that. And so,
why did you think it was cool?
Because it was different from like the Mexican side of like Mexicans just like listening to rap, slightly trying to be black, that kind of thing, and trying to be like gangster and stuff like that. I had like FUBU, South Pole.
Oh my God. So you're like the guy dressed in FUBU at like an All-American Rejects concert?
At one point. And then I slowly transitioned. And then I remember like some of my Mexican friends would be like, dude, look at him trying to be a skater. And then...
Oh my God. I can just picture you like in FUBU at like Avril Lavigne being like, yeah, I love this stuff.
I'm not going to lie, but there was moments like that.
Oh my God. Do you have pictures?
Yeah.
Might have to get some of those.
We'll get the archive. Yeah, I'll go into the archives. And so those guys, the 4 guys from the 818, I just thought like they're the coolest dudes. So we ended up hanging out, going to parties all the time, and they lived on the 13th floor.
Okay.
And so now I got like the 7J situation, it was coming to an end. And so I talked to the guys on the 13th floor, and we're like, hey, 4 of us, we could turn 6 of us and get a townhouse.
Okay.
And so
not in the building.
Not in the building, but very close to the building. It's in the same area. This place is called Park Merced.
Okay.
It's right next to the college. It's like who doesn't get into the dorms goes to these.
So probably has more fun too.
They
right?
are much
because in dorms there's
fun.
Like people monitoring like if you're drinking and all that. And,
yes. Yeah. I got to know the dorms, and I was so happy with what happened.
Yeah.
We moved to this townhouse that's across a lake, and our next door neighbors are other college students.
Nice.
So we have a party every other, and we have a party every other Friday because there's 3 rooms. It starts off with 6, but eventually there's like 8 people in the house.
And you're all sharing rooms.
And they're all interchanging. And this is called the Garces house. It's like for us friends and this little group of us is like a historic house.
It's like a frat house.
It's cooler than a frat house.
Yeah, but it's like Animal House. Like it's like I never shared a room.
It's like Animal House on mushrooms and acid.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think they were on all of that stuff.
They were, but they were also like the thing I liked about people like that is that they weren't as bro-y as the other people I was used to. Like the other people would talk like macho kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And
you're pretty chill. Like,
and those guys were super chill. And that was like my true self. Like my true self was like, I don't really talk about like the exterior of what's going on. Like and they were very creative, and I'm like teaching myself music, and the 4 of them had been classically trained and everything. And so we moved to this house, and in that house, like we have a party every Friday, and they start deciding to make a band. And so I joined the band with them. I'm playing guitar, and I started with bass. So sometimes I play bass, sometimes I play piano. And we were in a band. I created the Facebook and like YouTube. We're doing shows. We did like a couple of shows at our college pub.
That's cool.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. And we got to play like in our house.
Can you sing?
Yeah, I try.
Were you the singer at any point?
No.
Just did backup?
I was just the rhythm guitar. And my friend Eric and I, we shared a room, and it was me and him, like just always like vibing. We would go to sleep listening to an album, you know, like we'd choose like, what are we going to listen to now? Yeah.
See,
yeah, we jacked each other off too.
Oh, you did?
No.
I mean, you guys were all sharing rooms.
Yeah, I know, right?
There was some circle jerk happening for sure.
Yeah.
It's so funny because I feel like when dudes live together, like in a lot of times, like if it's a good living situation, something great comes out of it. Like you guys started a band. When women live together, nothing good ever comes out of it. Like women don't start like a makeup brand or anything. Like men always do. I love both. I love men and women, and like I've had good living experiences with women. I've also had bad, but women don't like get together and like create things.
That
like
sucks.
they start a book club, or they're like, we're gonna have cookie night. We're gonna make cookies. Like they don't do anything that like makes money. Like maybe we're just not there yet as a species, where men are like, yeah, we're already at the top. Like we'll just come up with ideas. I don't know. I'm gonna stop. People are probably getting really mad at what I'm saying.
No,
but
dude, that's
like I always have hung out more with guys, because guys will like think of things or have ideas, or like you can riff with them. Like you guys probably stayed up all night talking just about like, what about this or what about that or whatever.
That
never. I lived with 4 girls in college, and they're like, I gotta go tanning.
The amount of
Like,
no, the amount of creativity that lived in this house, people would enter, and then we would have like people from, you know, Santa Cruz, New York. We had a roommate from Sweden at some point.
That's cool.
And so like they would leave these little pictures on the wall. Like they would draw something, sign something. I remember like I put up these Nat Geo pictures all over our bathroom, our like
That's cool.
living room, bathroom. And like we would just be so creative in this house. And the band was like the core. There was 4 of us. And then I got kicked out of the band. Yeah.
What'd you do?
Man.
Did you bang somebody else's girl? It's a real band move. Did you do that?
So no, that didn't happen. It wasn't they told me that I wasn't keeping up like with the level that they were at. Like musically. But I did feel some drama with one of them. But I don't know if it was. Like I just
Can you
felt
tell the drama?
I
Can you
felt
tell us?
Okay, so like 2 of them I lived with, and then the other one like we didn't live together. And it wasn't drama. It was never drama, but there was like, do you have a Patreon for this? Because this part needs to be in your Patreon.
This part needs to be on. I'm gonna have a Patreon.
Yeah, this part needs to be in your Patreon. This is the juicy part.
Okay, we'll have to cut right here. If you want to see this part, you have to go to the Patreon. It's gonna be a very quick clip.
Yeah.
I can't even talk. It's gonna be a very quick clip just for Patreon. Okay.
And on my like last year of college, I lived by myself. I found a Chinese lady.
Wait, don't tell that story. We're gonna have to have you back. We're gonna have you back for episode 2, because one, we're out of time. 2, that feels like a story that needs its own.
It was so
thing,
weird.
especially a Chinese lady in San Francisco. Like I can only imagine.
I have pictures of that house, and I should bring those next time, because the house. Don't. You gotta save it.
Yeah. Okay, we're running out of time. We had some fun reveals that are going to be on Patreon. Which is great. You give me some bonus episodes. Yeah. So where can people find you on the internet?
On Instagram, my name is Joe MEZERAANI, but
how do you spell
it's easier. I was going to say, it's easier if you just spell Joe MEZ. You know, just spell MEZ, and then
it'll pop up. You think your SEO on Instagram is that good that if that's what people put in?
Yeah.
How do you actually spell your last name?
MEZERAANI.
Oh, it's AANI. I have to remember that, because I think I always just do that.
Yeah, Middle Eastern people like to do that.
Yeah. So you're Middle Eastern and Mexican?
Yeah.
That's quite the combination.
So
like,
weird.
That's really crazy.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being on the pod.
Thanks.
This will be up, and then there's going to be some extra stuff on Patreon, so better subscribe. But thanks for tuning in, guys. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Patreon, all that good stuff at Room for Rent Pod. You can find me on all that stuff too at Maria Bruggere, Bruggere.
Bruggere.
Yeah. We're going to see you next time. You're going to be back for episode 2.
I'm so ready.
Tune in.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Thanks.
Yay.